So, affirmative to commands are used to tell someone that you would call to what to do. So if I were talking to one of you individually, I would use a to command because you're all younger than me and we're not related. So use to tell someone that you would call to what to do. One second. So whoever just joined, you joined using the room password, not with your name. So if you could let me know who you are, that would be great. You can tell me or you can type it or something, but right now it says 8TVFDT and I have no idea who that is.
Hopefully it's not a hacker.
No, it's not a hacker. All right, thank you. I know who it is. Perfect. All right, so these commands are used to tell someone that you would call to what to do. And it's easy to form them. Regular, affirmative, to commands are formed by using the present tense usted form. So it's really easy because they look like words we already know. It's just that instead of talking about what someone is doing, you're telling someone what to do. So good examples are comer, escribir, and hablar. So we have to eat, to write, and to speak. But we can make those into commands really easily by saying eat. And that looks like the usted ending in the present tense, but it's a to command. They look the same. And we know that it's a command by the context. We can also tell someone to write. Escribe. Or we can tell them to speak. How would we say speak?
Habla.
Habla, perfect. Habla. So it can be a little bit confusing because they look like they're talking about usted, but when they're used in this way, they're commands for to. And the nice thing is most verbs are regular in the to command form, but there are 8 irregular ones, and we're going to go over those. Any questions so far? Okay. So like I said, there are 8 irregular to commands. And they are for the verbs that you might expect because these verbs are irregular in some way or another most of the time. So our commands for these are very short, and there's often some confusion because they look like they're part of a word instead of an entire word, but they are the whole word. You don't have to add anything else to these. So for hacer, we have haz, which means do. For ser, we have sé, which means be, like be good. For ir, we have ve, which means go, like get out of here. For decir, we have di, which means say or tell. For poner, we have pon, which means put. For salir, we have sal, which means like go out. For tener, we have ten, which means have. And for venir, we have ven, which means come. Okay, so these 8 are irregular and you need to memorize them. Obviously, right now while you're doing work, you can look at your notes. But if you're taking Spanish 3 next year, it's very helpful to know these because they are a unit next year again. Regular 2 commands, like we set up above, just look like the present tense usted, and then these 8 are irregular. We're going to do a few examples. But are there any questions so far? Okay. Okay. Our command here is read. And then we also have what the person should be reading. How would you tell someone to read? The verb is leer. So what would the to command be?
Lee.
Lee, good. Lee el cuento. And we could also say, read it. Read it. Where we have a command and we'll have a direct object pronoun to replace cuento. We're going to start off with lee, and then what will we add to replace cuento?
Lo.
Lo. Perfect. Léelo. Oh, léelo. Okay, so all of the things that we learned about pronouns are still happening here. Do the homework. How would we tell someone to do?
As.
As. That's one of the irregular ones. As la tarea. And then we could once again rephrase that as do it. What would that look like?
Asla.
Asla. Yeah. Perfect. Asla. Couple more. Okay. What are we going to have for tell? It's one of the irregular commands.
I. Di.
D. And then we have a person.
Lay.
Lay. Good. I know it's tough. Doing well. Delay. And then one more where it's a little different. Because we're adding on this. The secret. So we still have tell her. El secreto. But we can also replace this word with another word, like we did with la tarea and el
Lo.
cuento.
Lo.
Lo, perfect. So tell it to her looks a little different. We still have D, and then we have say, and then we have lo, all one word. And why do I have a say?
Because lay her low cannot go together.
Exactly, because lay and low cannot go together. So we have to change it to say. All right. So your assignment for today is a Google form, nice and simple, where you have to look at an infinitive verb in a sentence and put it into the to command. Okay, so it might be something like, let me make a little bit more space. It might be something like, beber el agua todos los días. You're going to give me the to command, which would just be bebe. Drink water every day. Okay, any questions, guys?
So I don't need to change like the el agua to low.
Hmm?
So like I don't need to change the el agua to the low. Like
Nope,
Like-
nope.
okay.
No, we're keeping it real simple. We're just working with the verbs this time.
okay.
Okay. One other thing before I let you all go. This doesn't apply to all of you, so I'm sorry you have to listen to it, but I do have to talk about an issue that I'm seeing with assignments, and that is that you guys are using Translate way too much. Way too much. You're not supposed to use it at all. When we were doing the USED commands, there were several different assignments when you guys gave me to commands, which we haven't learned yet. We just learned them today. Okay? So when you do that kind of stuff, it is super obvious to me as your teacher because I know we haven't covered it yet. So please do not use Translate. If you're confused, I am more than happy to help you. Just send me an email. We can have a 2-minute Google Hangout where I can explain everything to you and you'll understand. All right. So please stop cheating because that's what it is. And we have 4 more assignments until the year is over. And you don't want to get 4 zeros for cheating. All right. So that's the end of that spiel. And I'm sorry for everybody who is being honest and had to listen to it anyway. But it's important. Okay. So if there are no questions on the to command, then I can let you guys go.
Adios.
All
Have a
right.
good day.
You too. Adios.
This lady.
Thank you. Adios.
Adios.
Adios.